Hey guys, it's Barbie here again, and I have another video for you. I don't know what to call these. I don't know if they're considered. Well, I don't think they're vlogs because I'm not like doing anything. I'm just answering like questions or talking and updating you guys on stuff. So I don't think it's considered a vlog, but it is like that's not one of my gameplays. You know what I mean? So yeah, so today I'm doing a kind of like a get to know me type of video, so you guys know like more about me. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, or if you just now subscribed, I know I had a few more subscribers. Welcome to my channel. So excited. And so I don't know if you guys know other than about me playing video games all the time and recording my video gameplay and just fucking around in Grand Theft Auto. So um yeah, so I thought I should probably just like give you guys some more information on me and things that you guys would probably want to know later on, but you know, just kind of getting that out there now so that you guys know that it's just not some like random person playing Call of Duty or playing Grand Theft Auto and you have no idea who I am. So we'll just go ahead and fix that. So I'm going to start with a couple questions, like the basics. For most of you who know me in real life, you already know the answer to these questions, so you don't have to really, you know, tune in too much to the beginning. But later on, I will go ahead and just like tell you some things in other videos, like my, I'm going to do like would you rather, my pet peeves. I have a lot of them. A lot of things very much annoy me, so I will be doing that, and you guys should just totally stay tuned to my channel for those videos. So I'm going to start. First question is, where were you born? And I wasn't born in the United States. I was born in Italy. I was born in Vicenza, Italy, to be exact. And that was in 1990. When is your birthday? My birthday is this month. So this month we're in April. My birthday is on the 24th. Today, I don't know what today's date is, but whatever day it is today, my birthday's coming up soon. What is your age? So my age is 25 right now, but I will be 26 on the 24th. And for some reason, everybody always thinks I'm like a teenager or like, I don't know, like younger, like 20 or 21. Like, I will totally take being 20 or 21 again, like when I get older. But right now, no, I'm only like, I'm 25, almost 26 years old. Oh my god, there was a fuzzy on me. And I'm totally happy with that. So yeah, and a lot of people always think I sound like a guy online. It's because I have like a deeper, I guess like a voice. I have a nasally voice because I have a deviated septum, and I can't breathe. So I can smell a little bit of things, but I can't like breathe. When I talk, I can't breathe out of my nose at all. I can only breathe out of my nose when my mouth is closed, and other than that, when I get sick, it's just like gone. I can't breathe at all, like whatsoever. I have to only breathe out of my mouth. So that's why I sound like that. So if I ever get that fixed, I will end up sounding a lot different. But as of right now, that's why I sound a little different online versus like right here in person, because it kind of makes me sound, when you're like online, it kind of makes you kind of sound like a guy. It gives you like a deeper voice. You have to have like a little, like a really high pitched voice to even be considered a girl online. So I'm a girl, and that's just the way that I sound, and I don't know how to fix that. Next question, what is your sign? I'm assuming it means my astrological sign. I'm a Taurus. Being born in April, I'm a Taurus. I know there's a super close one, Aries, and I don't know what's after Taurus. I'm not too good at those, but right now, I am a Taurus, and I know I heard online there's like the astrological signs have changed for the birthdays, but that sounds totally crazy. Like, there's no way. I'm always a Taurus. I'm a bull. I'm very hard-headed. It takes a while for me to like believe stuff and listen to things. So it totally fits my personality. I'm totally a Taurus forever and always. Go Taurus. What is my height? I am 5'3", and I always thought I was pretty tall until I got older and I realized I wasn't tall anymore. I was short, so I'm among one of the shortest in my family. My sister, she's younger than me by 4 years, but she's taller than me. She's like 5'6" or 5'7", I think. She's way taller than me, and I can't even see on the top of my refrigerator without like standing on my toes. Like, it's so annoying. I can't stand it. And but I mean, it does have its preferences. But the bad thing is, like, when I go shopping for clothes, I can't buy jeans that like are long. I have to buy jeans that are short or cropped because I can't wear them. They drag the floor, and it sucks. And I always find like the cutest jeans too, and it sucks because I can't wear them because they're too long, and I don't know how to sew or anything. I assume I could take it to a tailor or someplace where they can like fix the length of my pants, but that's too extra. That's like extra shit that Asia doesn't want to do, you know? Longest relationship. Wow, they're just jumping right into it. My longest relationship has been a relationship of 8 years. I had an 8 year relationship. And it was great. It was off and on, back and forth. But it was all around great. He was totally great. Perfect person. Well, nobody's perfect, but you know, if you think they're perfect, they're not perfect. But clearly wasn't perfect since we were off and on, but I thought he was perfect enough to continue for 8 years. So that's saying something. Do you have any tattoos? I do have tattoos. Of course I have tattoos. I will be getting more tattoos, but right now, as you guys can probably see, this one here, this is my left arm, just, you know, for reference. I don't know how to make it so that you guys can see it clearly and straight, but it says love, and it's in cursive, and it has, like, black outlining, and it's, like, a pomegranate inside, like, let me see if you guys can see it. It's like a pomegranate. It's so cute. When I went to this tattoo place, I just wanted love and black writing, and the guy showed me some colors, like some pictures of like when you're writing and then you fill it in with colors. He showed me, and I was so excited because I saw this one, and it had like, I didn't get it, but it was like a word. I don't remember. I think it was hope, and it had like this like green in it. It was so beautiful, but I didn't get that one. I wanted like a darker color for my skin tone to kind of see like how the colors would show up because I'm used to, you know, just black tattoos. And so he drew me a picture and he colored it in with the color that I was going to be getting and kind of showed me on paper what it would look like. And I was like, okay, so we'll do that. And he did it, and it's beautiful. I love it. It's so cute. I love it so much. I'm really excited for it. So I'm very happy that I chose to get this color. My next one, I have Italy. You guys, can you see that? It says Italy. Oh, and it's a small one. So I went to the tattoo place, and I wanted to get my home country tattooed on me. Um, but I didn't know how big I wanted it. I didn't know how it would turn out. I immediately wanted it this big, like my whole forearm. But then again, I'm like, well, what if I don't like it? You know, I don't want to get something where I'm not going to like it. I don't know if the artist is good. I don't know if, you know, I'm going to have irritated skin and if it's going to come out bad. Or if I'm just not going to like, you know, it at all. So I decided to get a smaller one, just, you know, kind of test the artist out and see if I really like it. I love it. I do. I wish I got it bigger, but it leaves more space to get other things. I plan on filling this entire arm up. I don't know about this next arm. This arm here, and this is for a different video, but this arm is permanently broken. It's always going to be broken. It doesn't stretch out any further than this. And it used to be so bad. It used to be like here, and I couldn't stretch my arm out. So I would be walking around kind of like I have an invisible cast on, and it was so annoying. And so when I started to like work with it, like stretch my arm out, like picking up boxes and, you know, like moving stuff and or like pulling stuff or holding my dog, anything that's like heavy on my arm, it helps it a little bit. So right, it's permanent. It's always going to be broken. I can't get it fixed, or else it's going to be cut off. That's what they said, of course, but you never know until you try. But I think I'm happy with the way that it is right now. I kind of regret it being so busted up, but you know, childhood, you know, what can you do? My third tattoo is a cluster of stars. Um, it's in the middle, it's in the direct middle of my arm if I hold my arm like this and I'm looking at it this way. But if I turn my arm, it kind of goes this way. It's really, it's really awkward. But these are the cluster of stars, and they're supposed to be in the middle of my arm. It's just like when my skin moves, it moves it this way. It's really, really weird. But I have 3 stars here, and these were my first tattoos. And I wanted to get them here thinking it wasn't going to hurt. Duh, it's over my veins, and it hurt like shit. So that was the most painful tattoo that I've ever gotten so far. And I know that over the veins and sensitive areas like that, it is going to hurt. But it's really cute. I love it. For my first tattoo, I might get it touched up later on. But for right now, I like for the most part, I like them. Next question is, what is your favorite movie? I have a few favorite movies, but I have a top 3, at least a top 3 favorite movies. So my first favorite movie is Scream. And I know that sounds so lame, but that was the first movie that my grandma showed me when my mom was at work and I was out of school. And my mom told my grandma not to show me any scary movies while I was over there. I was really young, but I remember this because it was a staple in my life. And we watched some other scary movie, and then it was going off, so we only caught the end of it. And then we watched Scream, and it came on right after that, and it played through the very first Scream, like the Scream 1 or whatever, with Drew Barrymore, and I fell in love with it. It was so good. It was good. And I know right now it kind of seems like if you were to watch it, it's totally cheesy, but back then I was so impressed with the movie. It became my favorite movie, and I'm really happy that I watched it. And I ended up watching all the other ones that came out, and I have all the movies on DVD, so I'm very happy that I can watch those whenever I want. Plus, they're on Netflix, most of them. So I can watch them, whenever I want to. My second favorite movie is Clueless, and I love it just because I always love to watch the TV show, and I love to read the books, and I really like it. I wish I was in that time period. There's 2 time periods where I wish um, I was in, and that's another question. I'll just go ahead and answer that because that's further down. But the question was, what time period do you think you were meant to be in? And there's 2. I needed to be a teenager in the 90s, or I wanted to be a teenager in the medieval Renaissance area. I don't know if that's the same era, but I wanted to be like a maiden or a princess and live in the big castle and have this big beautiful dress on, and people would bathe me and make me food and eat chicken legs that are just bigger than my face, and it just seems great. And it's just like, if I ever I don't know if like the future holds anything where you could do this, but if you can ever go back in the future or back in time and do whatever you want and be in whatever time period you want, I would totally choose those time periods. So that's my number 1. My third favorite movie, while I finish this one, is Dumb and Dumber, because it's just hilarious. And who's my favorite movie? It's everybody's favorite movie. Like, how do you not laugh at fucking Dumb and Dumber? It's just amazing. The other ones, though, they're okay, but they're not as funny as the original Dumb and Dumber. My favorite book. I don't read too many books now. I used to read books all the time. I used to collect them, but I might have maybe 4 or 5, and I haven't read a book in a while. I usually read magazines or comics or, on my phone. But my favorite book to the day is A Ring of Endless Light and Megalodon. Those 2 books I read from cover to cover, and I loved them. And for some reason, I really, really loved A Ring of Endless Light enough to read it like 12 times in a row, and it was just amazing. It's beautiful. It also became like a Disney Channel movie. But I didn't really like the movie. I loved the book more. You know how it works. They have more detail in the book that they leave out in the movie because it can only be so long. So the book ends up being the best one. My favorite artist, I don't know if this requires like an artist, like a painter, which I don't know much about, so I'm not going to answer that part. But if this is regarding like music, my favorite artist, oh god, that's hard. I have lots of favorites music-wise, but maybe, oh god, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. That was really hard for some reason. I have no idea. Okay, so we'll skip that one. I'll put like a little mark by it. My favorite memory. Um, I think I have one. So when I was really little, yeah, I think that's my favorite memory. When I was really little, I had a babysitter, for the summer, me and my sister, we went to this woman's house, and she watched us all day until our parents came over. And she had a whole bunch of kids there as well, so it wasn't just like me and my sister. It was the lady's own kids, and then it was like a whole other group of kids that came as well. So there was a ton of us. And back when I was really small, Kids Next Door was really big, and that was something we always wanted to watch every single time we went over there. And so we were watching Kids Next Door, and we kind of got this idea that we wanted to like become the kids next door. So there was like enough of us who actually wanted to do it so that we can do numbers 1 through 5, and then the delightful children down the lane. So we had enough people, and I was number 5, and I think my sister was number 3, and then there was like a couple other people who were like the other numbers. But we ran around the whole yard in the neighborhood just pretending to have like these little missions, and it was so cool, and I loved it. That was my favorite thing. And I think that was one of my favorite memories. I have lots of memories, but as a kid, playing Kids Next Door was really cool. That's probably one of my favorite memories there. My favorite singer or band. I love Fifth Harmony. Love Fifth Harmony so much. They're amazing. They totally slay everything that they do. Period. That's it. I don't have anything else. I love Fifth Harmony. What does this one say? Favorite show? I have a lot of favorite shows. I have some guilty pleasures, and then I have some shows that I can't go without watching. My guilty pleasure shows are definitely like the Real Housewives, like the series of Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm very curious to see Real Housewives of Dallas because I I saw the previews that Bravo put out, and I really want to see it. Like, it looks really good. So I definitely will probably tune in. But the other Real Housewives, I just don't like them. I also been watching Catfish a lot on MTV, and it's really interesting. I accidentally came upon it. Like, I was bored, and I was flipping through things, and I landed on MTV, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it here. I don't know what this is. At first, I thought it was Teen Mom, but then I didn't see any kids, and I was like, what is this? And then I went to commercial, and it said Catfish, and I was like, oh, I think I heard about this. So I watched it, and I watched one episode, and it turned into 3 episodes, and then it turned into 5 episodes, and I'm just sitting there staring at it, and I'm like totally engulfed in that whole TV show, and I really liked it. So, Catfish and Real Housewives, of anything. What else? Rick and Morty, of course, is a good cartoon. I think that's all that I've been like kind of watching lately. So those are my favorite shows as of right now. Favorite game. It used to be Call of Duty, but now it's kind of like a tie between Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto. I love Grand Theft Auto. As you guys know, I'm always on Grand Theft Auto pretty much all the time. So Grand Theft Auto ends up being my number 1. Then I'm sorry, Call of Duty, but yours number 2 now. Um, my favorite makeup. My favorite makeup to use is, I don't spend a lot of money on makeup because it just gets, when I go to work, it gets like, I get sweaty and it kind of like just starts to shine. It looks like shit. Or, like if I'm outside and it's hot outside and I get sweaty, I don't like it. But my favorite makeup has totally been MAC, and that's a Studio Fix Fluid makeup. And I was kind of like skeptical because not a lot of makeups do anything for me because my face gets like really oily all the time, and it gets really dry when it's cold outside. So I didn't have anything that kind of helped either one of those situations. So I picked up MAC only because my mom had it and it wasn't her color, and she gave it to me, and I tried it, and I ended up falling in love with it. Now that's all that I use. I don't use anything else. So MAC Studio Fix Fluid, you did it. You did it right. My favorite social media or social medias with an S. Number 1 has to be Facebook. I'm always on there. I've had a Facebook forever. It's a good way to connect with your old friends and a good way to connect with your new friends and just like learn about them, and you can like you don't know what you can learn about a person on Facebook. Like, you have no idea. Everything they put on Facebook is a direct representation of themselves, whether or not they want to say it. So Facebook is everything for me. I love Facebook. If you guys really, really want to know me, every post I do on Facebook is me. It's 100% me. So that's definitely one good thing to check out. Also, Instagram. I love Instagram. I love Instagram. I love Instagram so much. I love you, Instagram. You're amazing. I love being able to look at all these pictures of around the world and all these food pictures and fashion posts and makeup posts. I love it, and it's good to keep in track of, you know, like all of the gaming pages that I follow, like the new games that come out, the new swag that comes out, gear that comes out, everything, and I'm totally all for it, and I love that. My favorite song right now, probably has to be Work From Home from Fifth Harmony. That's definitely. Favorite food? It used to be pizza, but it's pretty much anything that's delicious. I'll eat it. Have I ever broken anything? I already answered that question, I think. But if I didn't, I broke my arm. My growth plate, you see this really gnarly scar here? I broke this growth plate 4 times. I know it was 4 because I remember 3 times, but there was a video that came, a home video that popped up, and I was in a cast before I broke my arms those other times. So I'm pretty sure I broke it 4 times, but I know for sure that I broke it 3 times because I know every single time that I did it. And I'll put that in the next video. My favorite pastime is video games, of course. I love video games. Favorite music genre is, believe it or not, opera or classical music. You would never think that I love opera. I love it. It's my favorite. Opera is Phantom of the Opera. I also love Wicked. My favorite. If you guys take me to any place that has an opera show, oh my god, I will love you forever. You'll be my best friend. Favorite sport, and if I play any. I don't play any sports as of now, but my favorite sport has always been soccer. I love soccer. I love watching soccer. Everything about soccer is amazing. I love it. Or it's called football in overseas. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I used to play on a soccer team when I was in middle school. I don't remember exactly what grade I was in, but I was on a soccer team. I remember on my birthday we had a game and we lost. I also fell in a pothole and twisted my ankle and ended up having this giant bruise because this girl kicked the ball in my thigh at the same time. So it was a pretty win-win day. But my mom bought the whole team McDonald's chicken nuggets Happy Meal. Very happy about that. Do you have any pets? I do. I have a bearded dragon and I have a puppy. His name is Teddy. And I love him. He's just a little jerk dog, but I love him so much. Last question is, do you collect anything? And I do collect it. I don't have little things right now. They're in another room, but I collect, if you guys ever remember homies, I collect homies. Love those little things. Like, I love them. I have so many of them. I've always loved them since they first came out when I was really, really young, and they used to be in the little vending machines where they have the 25, 50-cent quarter things where you drop them and twist it and it come out in a little container. Love them. I also collect like old-fashioned Barbies. I don't like do anything with them. I just set them there and they look pretty. And that's where my gamer tag name came from, by the way. So that's where it originated from because I like to collect the old Barbies. So this video is awful long. It looks like it's gonna be like 20 something minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. I don't do any editing or anything to the videos. It's just straight through. I really don't care. I don't have the time to go through and nitpick each part of the video. Maybe later on when I get a different camera or more time to do it. So right now it's just going to be a straight across chit-chatting, get to know me question, and I will kind of cut this video right now. If you guys have any questions, just leave them below, and if there's something that you still want to know about me that I didn't go over, you can let me know on any social media, or you can just leave them in the comments. I can definitely see those there too. And like if you like this video, thumbs up. Like if you like this video. Thumbs up if you like this video. I would definitely appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video, which will probably be shortly after this one. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!